So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself watching, however you are watching Spoon TV, welcome. On Capitol Hill this morning, we see the arrival of House Speaker Jay Fonante Kofa, head of the minority group from the House of Representatives. Speaker Kofa has arrived here this morning on the grounds of the Capitol building. And let's see, normally when the speaker comes, he's usually have along with him a couple of lawmakers, particularly those who are supporting him. They usually arrive here along with him. So let's see. We are informed that there will be no session on today. Session has been cancelled and then postponed. But his speaker is about to disembark his vehicle. He's already done that. Speaker Jay Fonante Kofa has made his way to his office. So as you can see, this is the grounds of the Capitol building. A very unusual look this morning on the grounds of the Capitol building. Normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays, since the start of this entire impacts on Capitol Hill. But now, 9 o'clock, moving up to 10, 11 o'clock, this entire place usually jam-packed, especially the parking lot, usually jam-packed with vehicles of members of the House of Representatives, particularly those on the side of the speaker. But as you can see, there are just a fleet of vehicles here, and the parking lot is also empty. The speaker has arrived here. We're going to see who are those lawmakers who will join the speaker this morning to arrive here. Maybe to hold their usual meetings and all of that. So as you may be aware, since October 17, 2024, group of lawmakers on Capitol Hill, particularly for the 7 lawmakers, they formulated a resolution for the removal of House Speaker Jay Fonante Kofa. The matter has been hanging since October 17, November 17 to now. We are in December, about 2 months. This matter has been pending here. They have been holding session in the joint chambers of the legislature, where they elected their own speaker, Richard Kuhn, who is from Montserrat County. So this is it here. We are waiting to see who are those lawmakers that will follow, that will come to join the speaker here on Capitol Hill. Normally when the speaker arrives here, especially in recent times, he arrived with a convoy of lawmakers from his side. The 30 lawmakers who have been on his side, they will arrive here. Sometimes they talk to the press, sometimes they interact with staffers on the grounds of the legislature. But today is quite unusual. In recent time, we have also observed that HOR1, the other vehicle, the other motorcade of the speaker, will occupy this particular space for a while, especially in the morning. We've been told that that particular vehicle or those vehicles are being brought here by 5 in the morning to occupy this space. But the space was actually vacant until the speaker arrived here. And the space was vacant until the speaker arrived here earlier on, and then his official vehicle occupied the space. The matter is before the Supreme Court of Liberia. The court is expected maybe in time for now to make a decision. On the entire impasse on Capitol Hill. But howbeit, Liberians are anticipating to hear what the court will say. Because mind you now, the Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice in the country. But those who are on the side of the speaker, they have argued, particularly some of those lawmakers from District Number 9, Mazzarata County, Frank Safuko. He always said that the court is another branch of government. The three branches of the Liberian government, the Supreme Court is on the side of another branch. They have no authority to interfere in their activities on Capitol Hill. Likewise, some of those guys from the majority bloc, they have repeatedly said the same, that the court should not interfere in the matter on Capitol Hill, because they believe they are members of the fresh branch of government, and aside from that, they are also responsible people and have the ability to handle their own matters. So they don't want the court to interfere in their matters on Capitol Hill, but the court are taking siege of the matter, and everyone is looking up to the Supreme Court. A decision should have been made yesterday. No decision was passed on. We are anticipating on today what's going to happen here. So we're going to see what's going to happen on today, as we are hearing that the court will make a decision finally on the matter on today. But there have been reports that the full bench of the Supreme Court of Liberia is divided on this. You know, the full bench consists of the Chief Justice and 4 associate justices, and they will have to make that decision. That means 3 have to be in favor of the side that will win, and 2 have to be on the other side. So that's it so far. Update from Capitol Hill. The grounds of the Capitol building is quiet, completely quiet. Very unusual, rare this morning to see the grounds of the Capitol building, especially on a day of a session, Tuesday, since this impasse on Capitol Hill began. It is surprising to a lot of people to see whether these people are tired of, getting at each other's throat, whether they are tired of fighting, or maybe either side has gotten the news that they were defeated at the court, so they declined coming here. We don't know. We don't know whether they are actually declining from venturing in claiming the speakership. So currently we still have Speaker Jay Funatico for Grand Crew County still holding on. He has said repeatedly that resignation is not part of his DNA. That means he will not resign. No matter what happens, he will not resign. If the guys on the other side have the number, he will definitely recuse himself, and they will go into the matter. But in recent political history of Liberia, the country has now watched the removal the constitutional removal as prescribed by the Constitution, mandated by the rules of the House of Representatives, they are not being able to follow that procedure to have a resolution, put it on the floor, and 49 persons where the speaker will recuse himself and the votes will be taken based on those counts, because the petition issued by the majority bloc highlighted 6 counts ranging from conflict of interest to corruption, wrongful proceeding, and a couple of other counts contained in the petition. So they will have to go and the speaker will recuse himself, and after which there will be a presiding, and then that presiding will conduct the activities that will lead to the removal of the speaker, where they will have to vote on each count. That has not been achieved since post-war Liberia. All of the speakers that were removed, they were pressured. Speaker Edwin Snow, he spent a year from 2006 to 2007. He was pressured. He stepped down. Also, Speaker Alex Tata, he was pressured. The same thing. And he stepped aside. So the legal process as provided by law has not been achieved since post-war Liberia on the removal of a speaker. So Speaker J. Folanti Kofa, being a legal luminary, has said he will not do that. He will not step aside like a layman, because no lawyers believe that once you are not lawyer, you are layman. When no layman people resign, no layman speakers resign, he will not resign because his understanding is deeply rooted in the law of the land. So he believes that he should be accorded due process, and that's the due process Liberians are waiting to see. And this is a good venture for the country. This is a good venture for the country, that you will sit and watch the constitutional removal as mandated by the Constitution, in line with the rules of the House of Representatives, to remove speaker based on those issues, not based on trivial issues and pressure and all of that. So the speaker forced to step aside. No. On this time around, the speaker said he will not step aside, he will not step down, but rather the majority group, they're going to go through the process as provided by law. So the speaker of the minority, Speaker Richard Kun, Speaker Richard Kun is for the majority, and Speaker J. Folanti Kofa is on the other side, on the minority. And the thing about the block of Speaker Kofa, they've been doing extremely well. Imagine those guys are not camping like the majority block is doing, but they are being consistent. They have said they believe they are on the side of the law. You know, their belief is they are on the side of the law. And also those who are on the other side, they say they are on the other side because they are on the side of the law, and they are on the side of the Liberian people. I can recall when District 17 Mozzarella County Representative Bernard Benson, or DJ Blue, crossover. He had an interview with us, and he said that he was definitely going on the side of the Liberian people. So they too share the same belief that on that side is the side of the Liberian people, not only the side of the Liberian people, but on the side of the law, in accordance with the rules of the House of Representatives, because at the House, it is all about the numbers. And the speaker has not been able to, Speaker J. Funanti Kofa has not been able to pull the number to constitute quorum so he can conduct regular activities of the House of Representatives. So howbeit, we are still here. You can see the grounds of the Capitol building. The Capitol building is bereaved. As we all know, the passing of Nema County Senator Prince Yomi Johnson. Prince Johnson, he was not just the Nema County Senator, he was the doyen of the Liberian Senate. The doyen of the Liberian Senate. And he passed on a few days ago on the 28th of November 2024. So not only the former senator, the late Senator Prince Johnson, but also the former vice president of the country, John Gray. He also passed on a few days ago. He was a senator also. So the Capitol building is bereaved, and members of the Capitol building, they have been able to find their way to go and pay tribute to the bereaved families. So we're moving over. Right down the road is the Temple of Justice. We're moving over to the Temple of Justice. We got report that the court is expected to hand down ruling into this entire matter. So a group of journalists and staffers from the House of Representatives are making their way. So we try to go there to see what's happening. My name is Chokon Flammer, here with you. Give you update this morning on Capitol Hill. Since the beginning of this entire impasse, we have been able to abreast you with happenings on Capitol Hill. So a lot of people have shared their knowledge on the matter on Capitol Hill. Some are saying that the majority bloc is impeding the work of the executive and the Liberian people, and despite others are saying no. The minority bloc, in fact, Speaker J. Funanti Kofa is the center of this entire matter. He's the one impeding the work of the legislature, holding the country hostage and all of that. But how be it, the most intriguing thing about this thing is the decision from the court. And as we all know, that decision is expected to be given on today. Expected to be given on today. We are here at the Supreme Court of Liberia. Wherever you find yourself watching, however you're watching Spoon TV, keep sharing that the majority. So this is it here. It's quite quiet. Thank you for joining us from the grounds of the Temple of Justice in Monrovia. We are here to bring you up to date. We're going to wait around the petition on today, expected to be made. A lot of people expected the decision on yesterday, but unfortunately, the decision reached on yesterday, and we are all hoping that there will be a decision reached on today. here on the grounds of the Supreme Court in Liberia. So if you're just joining us, we say thank you for joining us. This is Spoon TV. My name is Strokon Flaman. We've been bringing you images from the grounds of the Capitol building onto the Supreme Court of Liberia concerning the decision that is expected to be made by the full bench of the court on today. Like I said earlier on, a lot of people expected a decision on yesterday, but it did not hold. And we also expecting a decision today. Again, we don't know. A citation should have been issued, but the citation wasn't. So we didn't see what's going to happen. So say thank you so much. We will take a break and go and see what's happening. Maybe visit the clerk, visit other offices to know what's going to happen here on today, after which time we will continue to update you on the matter. Like I said earlier on, there are a lot of predictions. A lot of people have been predicting that the matter is being handed over to the majority bloc, that the majority bloc has won. And some people have also said that the minority bloc, the side of Speaker Kofa, is also winning this case. So that's the mixed views about the current conflict